Hi ladies and gentlemen, and from today's video we'll be starting the first textbook, which is Pure Mathematics 1 for your A levels. And in this video I'll be covering the first topic of the first chapter. The first topic is going to be index laws. I understand it's a GCSE topic, but that doesn't mean you guys can skip this topic, because this is going to help you later on. So yeah, I believe in you guys and I know you guys won't skip this. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this. So let's say you have a real constant a, which is raised to some power m. Okay, that's m is also real. You're trying to multiply this with another constant a, but this is raised to a power of n. The final answer will have its answer in the base of a, of course, because the bases are same. And then because the bases are same, we are going to add these powers together. So then we have a raised to m plus n. Okay, and that's your final answer. An example of this would be, let's say we've got 3 squared. You're multiplying this with 3 raised to the 5th power. So your answer would be 3 raised to the 7th power, because you have added those together. Okay, as simple as that. Let's move on to the next. Let's say you've got let's say you've got a constant a, which is raised to m, and then you're trying to divide it with a constant a raised to the n. Now from previous time we're gonna do the opposite. So because we've got the same base, we'll write a. And this time, okay, instead of doing the usual, I'll write m minus n, because we are dividing this time. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll subtract the bottom power from the top one, and that will become your final answer. Here's an example of that. Let's say you have 16 raised to the 7th power. That's a huge number. You're dividing it by, let's say, 16 squared, maybe? Yep, 16 squared. So your final answer would be 16 and then raised to 7 minus 2, which is 16 raised to the 5th power, and that is your final answer. Moving on to the last law, which is going to be, now let's say you have a constant a raised to the m. This time what you'll do is you'll put brackets around, and this entire bracket is raised to a power of n. Okay, now in this case, okay, you'll keep the base same. That's, of course, you'll write a, and this time what you'll do is you will multiply these powers together. Why? Because one constant is raised to something that already has something else outside of it. Okay, do not confuse it with this one. Here we are doing the multiplication of the bases together. So I'll just write that down here. We are multiplying the base in this case, whereas in the other case we were multiplying the powers. Okay, because here's a bracket and we've got 2 powers. Always remember, if you have a bracket and then there are 2 powers, you multiply them straight up. Okay, I'll also write that down here. This time we are multiplying the powers together. Okay, so basically, yeah, those were the 3 laws, but what I feel is we need an example that can cover everything at once. Okay, so here I have an example. Let's say we have 16 raised to the 8th power, and we divide it by 4 cubed. Oh, actually, my bad. It should be 4 squared, and then this whole thing raised to the 6th power. Now I know you might be wondering that 4 squared is 16, and then you can write 16 to the 6th power, but that is not how you're gonna do it. That's a mistake. Instead, we'll write the 16 as 4 squared. I understand my voiceover is not perfectly synchronized, so yeah, there's a bit of a lag in it. But then the 16 can be written as 4 squared raised to the 8th power divided by 4 squared raised to the 6th power. So then this becomes 4 raised to the 16th power, because 2 times 8 is 16, and you divide it by 4 raised to the 12th power, which is 2 times 6. And then when you go ahead and when you subtract those powers, you get 4 raised to the 4th, as your final answer. Now I do hope you understand everything which was taught in this video and that you'll go home and practice more problems. And yeah, I hope you really liked this video and you found this useful. Do consider subscribing and do share it with your friends. And till then, I'll see you next time.